What's up guys, I'm Zach and welcome back to another video. Now today we're looking at something that I have my eyes on from the moment I saw pictures online, and of course that is the collaboration between a Cold War and Nike on the Air Max Plus TN. Now man, oh man, these ones are incredible. Now for me, unfortunately, I live in Australia, which, it's fortunately because I love Australia, but there's also a connotation around this model especially, and TNs in general. The lad type look, the ones that are gonna sort of shiv you at night. You would cross the road if you see someone in TNs at night. That's the type of vibe that unfortunately TNs have in Australia. However, I've stayed away from them for so long, but once I saw this collaboration online, I just thought, wow, this pair right here, it's just so clean. It's ridiculously beautiful. And as a big fan of a Cold War, I thought this was the perfect merge of two brands to come together. And really, they killed this model. In fact, even though I will be talking about the white one today, I really love the black pair. And don't even get me started on the blue pair, because that blue pair, it's incredible. Unfortunately, I slept through the release, which is so frustrating because they are reselling for so much. I'll throw it on screen right now. Whatever that price is you're seeing, I'm not paying, because that's ridiculous. Anyways, regardless, I've got this beautiful white pair here. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Check these bad boys on feet. As you are seeing them right now, how good do they look? Now, jumping into a few details about this pair that really sort of drew me to it in the first place is, well, for one, I love this all leather design throughout. The fact that it's not broken up, it's just sort of one caged unit, I really love, and that the details are just sort of embossed on there. I don't know if that's with every Air Max Plus TN, I'm pretty sure it's not, and that's the reason that I was like, man, I love this pair. Of course, you have got some Cold War details throughout, which, sort of spruce it up, spice it up a bit, and of course that includes right on the back heel there, you have got a bit of a translucent type material with the branding underneath, which I think looks incredible. I love that they sort of encapsulated it in that sort of, frosty white frozen blue type translucent cage there. And you have got those like a little Cold War branding and a few other little details that sort of give it that futuristic vibe that a Cold War is known for. Very sort of, post-apocalyptic future type vibes. That's at least how I feel when I look at this pair. Very dystopian, I guess you could say. I feel like that's the perfect description for this pair. And of course, my favorite detail of the Cold War branding, and the branding throughout this is quite minimal in general. I think it was very tastefully done where they have done the branding. And of course, that detail right there is just up here on the tongue. You have got the Cold War logo. Once again, it's encapsulated with a bit of a plastic over the top, which just sort of gives it a little bit more depth, a little bit more texture to the pair, which I personally really do enjoy. But getting into the actual comfort of this model now, I didn't know anything about this model. I've never tried on a pair before, so I was a little bit skeptical, of course, about sizing and comfort. Getting into comfort straight away though, this pair is extremely comfortable. You don't have to worry about that whatsoever. Honestly, when I look at this pair, I don't actually see it as a pair that would be comfortable. I don't know about you guys, but I just look at it and I think it's going to be a bit of a stiff model. However, the leather that they use throughout this is super soft. It's super buttery. I don't know if you can really tell, but it is so plush and comfortable on feet. And bringing the comfort down to the sole, it's quite cushioned as well. Of course, you've got those air bubble units there, which give it a little bit more of a bounce, a little bit more of a cushioned feel. So you can definitely wear this all day long, and you're going to be comfortable at the end of the day. And I can say that from experience. I've been wearing these at work every day, despite the fact that it doesn't really fit into our footwear that I'm allowed to wear. I had to bust these bad boys out. These are too good to be sleeping on. Getting into sizing though, now that's something that I was a little bit concerned about, because it does seem to look, at least to me, like a bit more of a sleek silhouette. However, I picked up a size US 12, and that is my true to size in both Nike, Jordan, and Adidas. I have no discrepancies there. My foot is slightly on the wider side, and I had no problems fitting in my true to size here. So I would recommend, if you are looking to pick up a pair, definitely go true to size. Now, resale on this pair isn't actually too bad right now, at least for the white and black pair. They're sitting a little bit above retail at the moment, which I actually think is a steal. And if you guys jump on their Cold War website, at least as of a week ago, there were a few sizes left of the black and white pair. as I said, unfortunately, none of that blue pair. Let me just throw it up one more time on the screen. How good does that look? Honestly, like, for me, an all blue sneaker, it doesn't really sound like something I would buy because, well, for one, an all blue sneaker, it just doesn't really seem like something that's going to be very wearable. And for two, I just don't really think blue sneakers, at least for me, unless it's very tonal, they don't really work. They sort of remind me of all red sneakers. I know a lot of people like that, but for me, that's not me. That ain't for me. But this blue that they use throughout, oh, it is superb. I will be keeping an eye out for a size 12 in the future. Ideally, if the prices come down a little bit, maybe I can sort of be like, hey, you know, it's worth it. But for now, I'll be sticking with this pair. I did pick this one up for retail, so of course, I'll be wearing the hell out of this pair. I don't know if you can tell already, it's starting to get a little bit, you know, worn here and there. I might need to give it a clean. As you can see on the bottom, I'm wearing this bad boy. This ain't just for a review. I do pick up a lot of sneakers that I'm just here for, like, hey, I'm gonna throw on a review, try it out for you guys and send it back. These bad boys, staying in the collection, regardless. I love this pair. With that being said, there's not much else to really touch up on this pair. Hopefully you guys get a good sort of perspective of what they look like on feet. As I previously mentioned, the quality throughout this pair is superb. It's definitely worth this sort of elevated price point. Getting very soft leather, the details, the textures used throughout on this pair definitely are well worth it. And as I mentioned, the comfort is there as well. Sizing true to size. And once again, hopefully those on-feet videos sort of help out to be like, hey, if you're thinking about picking up this pair, now you know what it looks like on feet, pick it up. Honestly, I don't normally say that all the time to be like, hey, this pair is worth it. But man, this pair is worth it. If you're on the fence, jump over that fence because you want this guy, you want these bad boys in your collection. With that being said, guys, drop a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on this pair. Do you like it? Do you vibe with it? And honestly, what do you think is the best colorway out of this collaboration? Of course, you've got that white, the black, and my favorite, the blue, which, as I said, I can't get my hands on it, but I'll try. And with that being said, have you guys ever picked up any other Cold War collaborations with Nike? I previously picked up the Air Force One and I sold it promptly after. I basically got it in hand and sold it straight away. And I actually really regret it. So I'm going to be after a size 12 in that pair. So if anyone sees any good hookups, if you want to hook me up with a good price, let me know down below. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to drop a like down below. It is the best way to show your support for my channel, to keep me growing, to keep me motivated. That would definitely help down below. And if you want to see more content from me, Zach, in the future, feel free to subscribe down below as well. We have more content on the way. I know I had a little bit of a hiatus. Unfortunately, I was a little bit sick. I started a new job. And man, life has been busy. It's been crazy. But YouTube will never stop. YouTube doesn't sleep. And apparently so don't I. Because, man, I do not get sleep. Regardless, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And I hope to see you in the next one. See ya.